Hello everyone, I hope everyone's safe. This is July the 6th and I am spending my 14-day SHN, stay-at-home notice, at the Ritz Carlton Hotel in Singapore. First of all, excuse for my look. There's really no need to shave, so I decided I'm not going to shave for the 14 days of my stay. Coming up to this 14-day period, I had some time in the US to do some research, and I was able to find a lot of good material, particularly on YouTube. There's some good videos out there. I suggest you look it up. And one thing I did notice is that a lot of videos was filmed in late March and early April, and none of it was filmed at the Ritz-Carlton. And I've noticed there are some differences. So what this video is about is that the whole entire process when you land and when you get to immigration and when you get to the hotel. So bear with me. My trip originated from the US. The flight was really empty. I was sat in economy, but because it was an empty flight, I was able to have 4 seats all myself. So it was pretty much lay flat beds. It was better than business class. I transited from LAX to Narita and spent a few hours there, and then flew to Singapore and landed on 12:30 midnight on June the 30th. So one note is when you land, that's considered day 0. And because I landed at 12:30, I really spent my first day as day 0, 23 hours. So my quarantine is not 14 days. My quarantine is pretty much 15 days. Some of the differences is I saw in previous videos is that when you land, you were led to sit down in different groups at the gate that you land. This is no longer the case. After you land, you have the temperature checks. There's a lot of Cisco security there, and you can proceed to immigration as normal. One thing to note, if you want to order any duty-free stuff, once you land, you're not allowed to, so make sure that you prepare ahead of time. You go down to the immigration hall, down the escalators, and what you'll notice first is that they have set up chairs which are socially distanced. I'm always in a rush, so even though I was not in business, I was towards the front economy. I was the first persons in the immigration area. So after the left side of the seats was filled up, the ICA person started giving a short presentation on what to expect for this process. The presentation was really less than 2 minutes, so not much information was given. After the presentation was given, then you proceeded to go to several areas in front of you. They set up temporary tables. To the left is for pass holders, and to the right is for PRs and citizens. I proceeded to the right, and there was like maybe 1 or 2 people in front of me in line, so I just waited. But then I noticed to my right, there was an empty table with a lady behind it, and the sign had said for crew and airline staff. I kind of made eye contact and smiled, and then she made eye contact back at me and kind of nodded for me to proceed over there. So always make eye contact. I went to the right. She asked me where I originated my flight. I said I came from the US. Because this flight came from Japan, those who come from Japan can spend their quarantine period at home. But because I came from the US and it's just crazy in the US now, I have to spend my quarantine period in a designated facility. After that, after she noted my status, she gave me a sticker to designate which group I am. And for me, it was a yellow sticker. So I get my yellow sticker and you proceed to the next area, which is just a normal immigration area. I went through the automated immigration kiosk because I'm a PR, and proceeded through normally. Everything is normal. You go to the baggage claim area and then claim your baggage, and that's normal. After you get your baggage, here's something that is a bit different. If you have a certain sticker, meaning you're coming from Japan, you can go ahead and go straight out and of the secure area. But if you have a yellow sticker like me, you're directed to another area where you're asked to sit and wait for the rest of the passengers. By this time, it was around 1 o'clock. I was the first person there. I don't understand. Even the people in front of me in business class has not showed up yet. And in total, sitting there waiting for the other passengers to get through their process took me about 1 hour. So now we're getting close to 2, 3 a.m. and I'm starting to get tired. There is a person there that's kind of directing people. So, he's friendly guy, said, if you guys have any questions, ask me. So first question I asked is, do you know where we're going? No idea. There was a couple next to me and they asked, we are a married couple. Can we spend our quarantine in the same hotel room? No idea. So pretty much this guy was clueless. And if you have any question that you have, despite him telling you to ask him any questions, he has no idea. So just wasting your time. After spending one impatient hour, we were asked to get up and stand in single file and with social distancing, and we were led outside through security and then into a bus. And there's a full-size bus waiting for us, and the porter will take your luggage. So as I entered the bus, I asked the bus driver, do you know where we're going? No, I can't tell you. So we sat down, socially distanced apart. So even on the bus, they won't tell you where you're going. I don't know why why is it so top secret for them just to tell you where the bus driver is going, which is, I don't know the reason. What I can say is that I was hoping for Rasa Sentosa. I saw some videos that they have nice balconies and they have some nice activities. Where I ended up at Ritz Carlton, we had none of this. Well, we have none of this. So the bus started driving towards the city, and the first juncture was, either you veer left to the MCE, so you can go to Rasa Sentosa, or you keep going straight. So I was hoping veer left, and nope, we never veer left. So darn, we're not at Rasa Sentosa. We exit Rocher, and so I know there's a couple hotels there. One of them is Pan Pacific. I know I saw some videos of people doing their SHN at the Pan Pacific. Some rooms have balconies and not all, so I was hoping for the Pan Pacific. Well, we passed Pan Pacific, we passed the Conrad, and I wasn't really sure what other hotels were around there. We went through Suntec City and went on that Marina Boulevard next to Marina Square, and we parked in the back of some hotel, which I had no idea what hotel it was. So I got out my phone and looked up the maps, and I was pretty sure it was Ritz Carlton, but I was not 100% sure. We waited in the bus for about 10 or 15 minutes and waiting for the hotel staff to be ready to receive us. After they were ready, we were asked to one by one exit the bus. We collected our baggage, and single file social distancing, we walked in the hotel room, in the back of the hotel. As you enter the hotel, I actually still didn't know what hotel we're at because I didn't see any signage. I was pretty sure it's a Ritz, but I wasn't sure. What you will see is that you'll see several tables. And on the tables, you'll see a pencil, some paper, and you're asked to sit at the table. So this is a very key point. You had to pay attention to this. Ritz-Carlton is a nice place. No complaints. The view that I have is excellent. No complaints. However, I don't have the best view. On the table, there's a key, and on top of the room card key, there's the number of the room. Pick a key that has an even number, and the reason is the even number has a much better view. and they get the view of the bay, the grandstand, Marina Bay Sands, and the downtown areas. This is really nice view. I saw some other videos. You know, my view is not bad here. You can see I do have an excellent view. Ritz Carlton is an excellent hotel, so no complaints. It's just, it would have been extra nice if I had the other view. You know, I had to do it over again. I would definitely look for a even number key. So you sit down, they go over some things. You had to fill out some forms, some indemnity that you don't sue them. They were pretty anal about, you know, a white trash bag versus a black trash bag. I can go over review later. One's for trash, one's for laundry. You had to fill out a credit card because you can order room service. One note is that laundry is no longer free, so they do charge you $20 for like 10 pieces a day. So so you do fill out your credit card for them to charge you for those room incidentals. I filled out my form. Amazing, I'm the first one again. So raised my hand, and the gentleman came in and checked out my form, which I'd done correctly. And so the bellboy escorted me to one area where I could select a veg menu or a non-veg menu. And I selected the non-veg menu, and I was given this. And this is Monday through Friday, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'll go over the meal later in a different video, but it's something that you look for and you dread at the same time. And I'll explain more later on. And then after that, the bellboy leads you to the elevator. You do have the key, which I didn't realize you get to keep the key, because I heard in past videos that they take the key. They lead me up to my floor. I opened the door, and there was another key already stuck into the key area. And so he asked me to put that key in the slot for the electricity to come on. And after I'd done that, he asked me to hand him my key that opened the door. So it's correct. You during your 14, 15-day SHN period, you don't have a key. So by that time, it was like 3:30, 4 a.m. It's been a long day, and you're tired and you're ready for bed. And that's the process now, currently, if you come to Singapore. I plan to do a couple more videos, so I'm not sure who will watch this, but I think I'm just doing this to pass time. And if I can help anyone out that's going through this process, all the better. Okay, stay safe, and I'll do some follow-up videos in the next few days.